engineering, science and medicine to come together. And these days it's very important that you have all these disciplines coming together. For example, take the case of the mRNA vaccine, which has probably protected almost maybe 1 billion people around the world now. It was invented, the basic technology was discovered at the UPenn Medical School. So again, it was a medical school which played the key role in this, in the discovery of the mRNA vaccine. And what was needed to develop this vaccine was, of course, the basic biology to develop the vaccine, and then also nano engineering for the lipid coating of the vaccine, and the clinicians, of course, to do the clinical trials.
Field of the interest, and with the 3 joints, the shoulder, the wrist and the elbow, it pretty much behaves like the human hand. The other part of any robotic system is the console.
So, enormous amount of spending is going to healthcare all over the world for diagnosis, for repair, and for curing people of illness, and people are living longer. The UN said that the world is going to have 11 billion people by 2100. Now they say it's 9.5 because fertility has come down all around the world along with advancement in women's education. And even in India, the whole of the South has got a fertility of 1.7. Replacement for India, I think, is 2.3, not 2.1. And we are going to see an aging India compared to what we think is an India with exploding population for various reasons. And that too is going to be impacted by technology. Today, 35% of Japanese young people do not have an interaction with the opposite gender. Now, we still can't produce a baby in a Petra dish. We still need human beings to work together to produce a baby, right? But human beings don't meet. What happens to city? What happens to countries? The Japanese population of 124 million people today will become 97 million by 2050 and 67 million by 2100. Will India age and decline in population after 2050? Will China age and decline in population maybe 10 years from now? Because China peaked in working age population about 10 years ago. So we are seeing a reduction in population growth. We are seeing an aging society come up, and we are seeing more and more technology, and we are seeing human beings morph into individualistic animals who are more self-contained and who interact with what is called the metaverse. The metaverse is a world where virtual reality and reality meet. And you want to see a metaverse, talk to a young person. A young person sees a screen, what happens the screen to simulation to game is something they relate to, and they go from reality to virtual reality almost instantaneously as if we are seeing a movie. And they live in that particular world. And in China, Korea, and in Japan, there are individuals who don't want to interact with human beings. They want to be interacting with technology because with human beings you have conflicts, you have arguments, but here you can do what you want and you can be self-contained and they become lonely. And that is going to impact people. So what are we going to do about it? Right? And that's the world that we're going to enter. All the things that we did together, living in human society, expressing affection, expressing desire, reading poetry, reading things, it's all going to change. And is it going to be a better world? I don't know. But the impact of technology is going to be built in medicine to robotics, what you see here. And now, the doctor should not read Gray's Anatomy and remember those 5,000 pages or 4,000 pages or whatever you people do. You must learn to work here, look at all that, and that will prompt you what to do. And one day, the AI algorithm is going to replace the doctor itself, and the robot is going to sit here and do all the operation.
ಸೊ ವೈದ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ನೂತನವಾದ ಇದು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗ. ಸೊ ಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಯ್ದು ನಾವು ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಇದರಿಂದ ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು 10 ಮಿಲಿಮೀಟ್ರ್ 5 ಮಿಲಿಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪಂಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಗಿಗಳು ಬೇಗ ಒಳರೋಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ದಿನ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಗ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ನೋವಿನಂಶ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಔಷಧಿಗಳು ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೈಸ್
ನಾವು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಬಹಳ ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೂ ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದ್ದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೆಚ್ಚೇನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇದು ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಒಂದಷ್ಟೇ. ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪೇಷಂಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅನುಕೂಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.